Hi guys, thanks for watching and joining me today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this back page from the, wait, sometimes this comes up if I pull it up too hard, I meant. So I'm going to set up the back page for this one over here. And what I want to do is work with what I have left over, okay? So what I want to do is just make better use of the stickers that I have left over in my kit. So not necessarily go out and get more stickers to use. So I am going to use some boxes over here, but I do want to set up some washi from the washi that I do have left over. And I need my slice tool for that though. So let me just grab it here and then just do the same thing down here. Okay, perfect. So this area is where I'm going to do my meal planning, and over here I want just kind of some boxes. I don't know which ones I'm going to use though, because I was thinking maybe one of these, but I don't think these are going to be like wide enough for this. So let me just see, guys. Let me check and see what it is. You see, so it has to be a little longer than this. Okay, so I'm thinking like the time boxes. So this is where we go into our other kits, leftovers from other kits, right? Because sometimes you have something left over from another kit that can work well with the spread that you're using. And I think I have this here. Let me just make sure that it is going to do what I want it to do, and that I don't have anything else that I think would work better. And these are kind of like just cuts and tests, and some of it is not even a good quality sticker paper, but it's all my testing that went on. I would love like something of this size to cover this area. I think something like this would go perfectly. Let me see. And even though it kind of doesn't go with the washi, it still kind of goes with the blue that I have in the kit, okay? So, and some of these are just kits that I was working on that really quite end up really well. Okay, it covers that perfectly. I'm just not sure it's going to cover the bottom one too, because the bottom one seems to be a little bigger. Let me try and see. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's fine. I have a workaround. Okay. So it kind of doesn't, but I can put something else down here. And you will see what it is in just 1 second. Just kind of want to put this back. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to decorate. And this says Grateful Heart. And I feel like I want to put this one here. And then just kind of use these two here, right? Well, this covered it without having to use the pumpkin. So I guess I'll just set the pumpkin up here. There we go. You see, making it work while I play a little bit too. And voila, it goes perfectly with the kit. And this line is not really particularly bothering me, but if it's something that bothers you, you could use one of the ultra thin washi strips that I have in my shop, or I could even just go ahead and use this one here. I don't think I will though, because it's gonna look wonky with how I set this other one up unless I move it. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I can end up messing it up if I kind of focus on it too much. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of things that I jot down last time that I didn't get to do, and I want to kind of make sure that these get done. However, I also want to use some dots to track this up here. So let me just go ahead and start putting these down while I write what it is that I want to keep in mind. So this is kind of like a running list, so it's not necessarily going to be something that I'm going to fully complete during this week. However, I do aim to complete at least a couple of these. Okay, so today I need to be focused on finishing week at a glance. So I'm not going to write that down here. I'm actually just going to go, well, I'm not going to write it. That's fine. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to write it. And weekly view. And, and the sticky notes that go with it. So I want to finish all those for the other popular kits that I have. So go back a little bit with those. And another thing that I want to kind of focus on this week and try to make sure that happens is same pages on all kits. So standardize the kits, if you will. Same pages on all kits. And again, I'm just going to be doing this for my most popular ones. And let me just make sure that I did track these forward. And again, the extra date strip for all my popular kits. So these three things kind of go hand in hand. And let me just use this little blue one here. And I don't think I'll be able to do more than this week, to be honest with you. I don't think yeah, I don't think there's much more than this that I'm going to be able to do this week. Okay, so for meal planning, let's go do that. And I have some items that I need to work with, which is chicken, shrimp, fish, and burgers. So burgers, most likely I'll do over the weekend. So I have chicken, shrimp, and fish. So for day one, and this, just come here and see this with me. Let me show you what I did last week. So I wrote this and I kind of just used the date dots just to make it go better. And I'm going to do that again this time around. And I planned 5 days. The other days, usually we either eat leftovers, and there's 1 day a week that we do eat out. So for day one, oops, I was going to write the one, but I really don't want to. I want to make sure I put this here. And they don't go necessarily in order because I kind of also have to see how my day is going. So day one is going to be chicken soup. And that chicken soup is going to have a lot of veggies in it. So there's that. And I like to leave a little space open because this is kind of like our main meal. But sometimes if I think of either something for lunch or dinner, because sometimes our main meal is during lunch and then dinner we just have a salad or sandwich or something like lighter. But also if I think of it like a side dish or something to go with it, and then I like to leave myself some wiggle room here. So chicken soup, and then with the fish, I just want to go ahead and make fish. And this fish that I prepare is super easy. I have to check because if it's tilapia, I can do it in the microwave just with some olive oil and cumin. If it's snapper, then I do it with some spices, garlic, olive oil, lemon, and brush it and put it in a tray in the oven. So I don't remember exactly which fish it is, but I do know I have potatoes, so I need to make sure that I add those in there. And of course, there's going to be veggies. I just don't know what I am going to have the day I have them, so I'm not going to write that down. So it'll depend if I have certain veggies or a salad or whatever. I'll figure that out when the time gets closer. I would like to do a spinach strawberry salad, but I don't know if that's going to work out or not. And then for the shrimp, I have some rice noodles that I want to find a recipe that uses like the rice noodles and shrimp. So kind of like a Singapore shrimp type of recipe. And so I'm gonna go over that. And then for day 4, I have a lot of chicken, so I make a warm chicken salad. Warm chicken salad. And I use the broth for the soup, but then I have a lot of shredded chicken that's left over, so I'm going to do a warm chicken salad with that. And quite possibly I'm still going to have some chicken left over, so I might just freeze that and use it another day next week. So I'm just missing like some red meat here. So let's just do day 5. So I will need to purchase this. And this is just going to be a beef recipe, okay? I don't know right now which one it is. I will have to go check and see what looks good in the supermarket, because sometimes I have an idea that it's something specific that I want to make, but then I don't find the exact cut of meat. Like after this whole craziness that's been going on for these past 2 years, I've had to change how I meal plan, because it used to be that whatever I wrote, I knew I was going to find. Right now, sometimes it's not that I don't find it, it's just that the quality is just not quite there. So I don't want to kind of just put myself in a position where I'm just counting on something so specifically and then not being able to find it. But I do want a little bit of structure, so that's why I write it down. And then I just go and see what I can get. So I'm going to try for it to be a certain type of beef. It could be a steak or it could be a stew. And whatever else I make with it will kind of vary depending on what type of beef I found. Because if it ends up being ground beef, then it's going to be a whole different game, right? A whole different thing that I'm going to be doing with that. Okay. So I want to divide this because I kind of want to have a running grocery list here. And then I'm also going to divide this just because I also have to do tasks that I want to complete for my other shop. So let me just put this down a little bit lower. I don't want to have too much space left over on either of them. Okay, and now I only have this tiny piece of washi left over that I can go ahead and stick here in the page. That's going to be my catch-all. So let me show you what I have. So I'm done with this page. And right now, what I have for my catch-all is I have this, I have a few of the decorative ones, and I have this. So I'm going to, at the end of this video, I'm just going to transfer it all to this one sheet so that everything is in one sheet and I'm not going around like crazy with a whole bunch of sheets, making it complicated for me. But I am going to finish up this video first because I do want to make sure that I've used all that I can from here. So I know that there are at least a couple more tasks that I'm going to be writing in, and you know what? Let me just set this up like this, right? And kind of put this washi down this way. There we go. And from here, I'm just going to use some of these check marks. And let me just use these yellow ones. And again, just kind of leaving every other line because I want to track some things for my other Etsy shop as well. Okay, there we go. So you see now, so I can label this to do over here. I can label this to do because it's kind of my running to-do list, right? And then I should do one that says meal plan, another one that says grocery list. I do have one that says groceries though. Let me check, see if I want to use that one here. Let's take a peek. Yeah, I guess I can do that. That's gonna be cute. It's gonna look nice if I kind of want to put it like this. So this is my grocery list. Yeah, there we go. This is kind of what it is. And for my groceries, I know that I need to buy celery. So I like to divide and just write down the veggies in one category. Then the meat. I'm not going to be buying that much meat because I have a whole bunch of chicken left over, but I do kind of, and then everything else that's just pantry, if you will, and then fridge. So I'll do pantry here and then fridge here. So this is kind of like the way I like to divide my lists. And let me just do this so that I know these are like the categories. Okay, so here we go. So I know that I need to buy beef. Who knows what type of beef? But when I decide what type of beef, I can go back and do veggies if I want. And then I'm not writing anything for next week because I'm kind of using up all the meat that I have. So if I end up getting like a good deal on something and freezing it, then I know I'll use those for next week. And for veggies, I do know I need celery. So that is something. And then I do also know that I need to buy some leek because I have zucchini, and one of the things that I'm gonna make is zucchini, it's like a zucchini type of soup that I make. And as of right now, I only need oatmeal and fruits. You know, I don't even write them down because I always know that I need fruit. Unless I need a specific type of fruit for a recipe, I just don't write anything down. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So this is kind of what I'm using this page for. So over here is kind of like my general to-dos and kind of goals that I want for the week for my shop, or things that I want to keep an eye on, because it doesn't mean necessarily that I'm going to be doing everything this week, but I do want to be keeping an eye on things that need to get done. And then for the other Etsy shop, I do need to take some pics of some new items and do the collection launch marketing. And then, you know, just launch the collection, which the launch will happen a week after I start doing the marketing. But I don't want to start the marketing until I have everything else ready. And of course, I also need to create the Etsy listings. So once I have these 3 things done, I can set up a launch date, because there were, like, I don't like having to change dates after I say that I'm going to launch at a certain time. And I had to do that last time. So I really want to make sure that I'm not going to do this again. So until I have those, I'm not going to publish any type of date. And yeah, so this is it. This is what I'm doing here. And I might just play a little bit and decorate a little bit more with my decoratives over here. But, you know, I'm not 100% sure that I'm just going to be like doing too much. But I have kind of these 3 things going on here, and I think that looks fine. I'll save the rest of the decoratives that I have here for these other pages. And I just think that this thankful one is going to look super cute here. So I want to put that down immediately. I can't help myself. I'm going to finish this video. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on finding ways to continue putting up more stickers and playing with them. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. And I hope, you know, you enjoyed this. I know it's a different thing than what I usually do, but it kind of goes together with this video over here, where I set up this weekly view. But I don't like setting this page up until I'm done setting my week, because I want to work with leftover stickers. And so it's never going to be quite the same, but I'm going to try to aim to do all that together like I did today, so that I can put this video right after this one. So hopefully this is what happened, and you're going to be able to see this one and this one together. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hit the like button if you like this video. Turn on the bell notifications if you don't want to miss my next video, which should be introducing all my new Friday releases for you for the week of Friday the 24th. And it also helps my channel a lot. It helps me grow, and it helps me know that you guys are there watching and that you're interested in this type of content. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching.